Hey guys, Jesse with J&J Outdoors. 2015's at an end, and looking back, I think that the channel made a really big step. We've reviewed some awesome firearms, went over some really good stuff, and I wanted to thank each and every one of you who have subscribed. We just reached the 1,000 subscriber marker, and that is a really big deal to me because I never seen it getting that many subscribers. So thank you to each and every one of you who have subscribed, and all of you guys who have commented. I try to get back to you, and I try to communicate with everybody, and everyone who's given the thumbs up, because that lets YouTube know that you like to watch firearm related videos, and puts more of that into your feed and gets more of my videos out to you. So I appreciate it. Next, I want to thank the folks over on Facebook, because we have a lot of followers over on Facebook, and all you guys, a lot of you are from Virginia like myself, and really get to communicate with you. But I encourage everybody, whether you're Virginia or United States or world, I'd like you to follow us on Facebook at J&J Outdoors. And it's a lot of fun because we communicate with each other over there quite a bit, and there's a lot of good stuff going on down in the comment section. So thank you guys. I encourage you to go over to the YouTube, set up an account, subscribe. It helps out the channel a lot. And those of you on YouTube, there's a lot of cool stuff on Facebook. There's different videos that are not on YouTube, and there's actual write-ups over there, like in-depth write-ups on the firearm. Just kind of doing, bear with me guys, just kind of doing this on the fly, no editing here, just real talk here. I wanted to give a big thanks. There's some companies who have really supported J&J Outdoors and made it what it is right now, and just a big thanks to these guys. Safe Side Tactical in Benton, Virginia, and their new store in Roanoke, Virginia. Guys, each and every one of my subscribers, go to Safe Side Tactical on Facebook and look at this gun store. They're going to have a indoor 105-yard rifle range. It's going to be ventilated, handgun range. They're going to have machine gun rentals. They're going to have a cafe. It's going to be like any gun lover's paradise. Really excited for the future of Safe Side Tactical. That's good stuff. And a lot of these firearms wouldn't be possible without the support of Safe Side Tactical, and they have really helped J&J Outdoors out. So a big thanks to them. Defender Ammunition. Defender Ammo, I first found the Defender Ammunition. I went to the Roanoke Valley Gun Show, and I was going through the different types of ammo. And this was back when ammo was really expensive. Come across this table with these yellow boxes, 9mm, 223, things like that, where everybody else was just about, it was just, prices were through the roof, you know, $30 for a box of 9mm. Defender Ammunition still had fair prices. I bought a couple boxes of that. I took it home. I shot it. That is some of the most consistent ammo I have ever shot. And especially when you're shooting something like this AR-15 that has a 20-inch barrel, you want consistent ammo. When you go to like Walmart and you buy some ammo and you're shooting it and it's pop, pop, pow, pow, crack. Defender, when I shoot it out of the AR-15, pow, 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 pow. It's very consistent ammo, and that leads to better groups. So if you see Defender Ammunition, pick that stuff up. It's good, I promise you. Next, I wanted to thank Point of Impact Target Systems. When I'm doing these reviews or doing a video for you guys and we're out shooting, it's a lot, it's way more exciting when you're shooting a steel point of impact target versus shooting a piece of paper or just out shooting a tree stump or something like that. Point of impact targets have held up to my shooting them with all types of different loads. They're very durable, and that is a target. You buy it, you're done. You're just going to keep shooting that one target. No more hanging up, stapling, taping, all that stuff. Point of Impact Target Systems out of Salem, Virginia. Tell Troy that Jesse sent you. Really good stuff over there. So, like I say, I'm just doing this on the fly, so bear with me here. Looking towards the future of J&J Outdoors, I started out, I got a Glock 17, which is sitting right back here behind me. I got this gun, and I took it out, and I did a video on it. Firearms were pretty crazy in 2013. And it was really hard to find different types of ammunition. 22 disappeared, which is kind of coming back now. But I got this Glock 17. I took it out and I did a video on it, did a review. Which I need to do a new review to show you guys a better look at this gun. But I did not expect J&J Outdoors to grow the way it did. But it all started right here with this one gun. Looking forward to the future, and I'm looking forward to doing a lot more of these guns. These Glocks are outstanding firearms. And that's not just being a Glock fan. I can't even list the names of awesome guns that I want to do reviews of. XD, M&P. Really got a new eye-opening experience with a Sig Sauer. F&H. I mean, there's so many guns. I can't go over some of the good quality ones, so I'm not trying to be a Glock fanboy here. Something else that's pretty cool, I just wanted to do a little show and tell with you guys some of the future stuff. A Smith & Wesson Highway Patrolman. This is a model 28-2. It's the satin nickel. This is a pretty cool revolver. Reminds me of like Dirty Harry or something. But this is like 1975. So, really cool piece of history here. 357 Magnum. You can just almost, I don't know. Shooting a Smith & Wesson revolver like this is just, nothing else can mimic what you feel when you shoot a gun like this. And I know there's a lot of good ones like Ruger and different types of revolvers out there. And you can't forget the old Colt revolvers. Another cool little gun I need to do another review on is the 637-2. This is a nice little 38 special concealed carry gun. It does have the hammer on it. And some people say that's not good for concealed carry because it'll snag. But I like having that hammer because I like to get out and shoot my guns. And the holster that I use this on covers up that hammer so you're clear when you pull it out. And last but not least, we have the gun that is under fire right now, the AR-15. And I assembled this probably a year ago, and I didn't do a video on it with you guys yet. This is a Spikes Tactical Lower, Spikes Tactical Upper, AIM Surplus. It's the nickel boron bolt carrier group, and it has a couple other cool little features. The UTG Pro, it's the slim handguard. This is a really lightweight, and that helps out a lot when you have a 20-inch barrel, because 20-inch barrel is pretty heavy. So you definitely need that bipod on there. But it has a MAS defense or MAS defense barrel. They are also out of North Carolina, so some really good gun companies out of North Carolina, or firearms companies. We have a Sightmark 4-16 scope, but this is just some of the stuff, some of the guns that I'm going to be doing reviews on later on, things like that. And I know Christmas just came, so I was going to show off. Leave down in the comments what you got for Christmas, because I know some of you guys got some really cool stuff. This is a Streamlight Stylus Pro, and this is a must-have for everyday carry. This is a nice little flashlight. It's about the size of a Sharpie. Runs off of 2 AAA batteries. Nice little flashlight for $15 or $17. That's a really good buy, because you know when you get home, especially this time of year in Virginia, it's dark when we get home at like 5 o'clock, 5:30. So that flashlight's really nice to have so you can see your way to your door or whatever. But Streamlight Stylus Pro. That was just a little show and tell. I just kind of, I guess, to show what we're going to be going over in the future. And that's just a couple of the guns. I have a safe side tactical lower, and trying to come up with what we can do with the upper on what type, maybe do a video on a build of that. So we'll see. You never know what the future holds. So we might do a video on building an upper or something like that. But that safe side tactical lower is really nice, and I'm excited for what that rifle is going to become, because I remember it like just a couple months back, it seems like, when I bought this safe side, or not safe side, Spikes tactical lower. It was just a strip lower, and then it just turns into this. Just buying a piece at a time, getting it in the mail. Has a Hyperfire trigger on it, but just getting that piece at a time, and you really get rewarded when you're done, because this is I love looking at it, because you really get that sense of accomplishment once you have that all assembled together. I know a lot of people they call it I built that or something like that. I call it I assembled, because I didn't build any of this. I just put it together. So it's really rewarding when you get to see it. My friend Dave, he helped me put this. He helped me put the barrel on, because that part's a little tricky. But good stuff. Good stuff. Looking forward to the future. And speaking of the AR-15s, something I wanted to go over. 2016 elections are coming up. Not trying to get too political here, guys. Try to stay away from that stuff too much. But AR-15s are going to be, they're going to be under fire here soon. Pun intended, I guess. But what's coming up with the elections and all this garbage that the news is spitting out, they love talking about the AR-15, and we can expect a run for these again before the election. Right now is a really good time to pick up an AR-15, because they're affordable right now. If we look back like 2 years ago, these things were going for like $1,500. Right now you can get a good one for $500-$600. So if you have the money, especially with tax time, they're going to be going out crazy. If you have the money and you're thinking about getting an AR-15, I say get it now, because the closer you get to that election, who knows what's coming up, but I can foresee the prices of AR-15s getting really expensive. And I can see some people going after them like they are right now with assault weapons bans. It's getting ridiculous. And speaking of ridiculous, say you want to conceal carry, our beautiful state of Virginia is telling you, for those of you who do not live in Virginia, but this affects those of you who live in Virginia, that when you visit Virginia, you cannot conceal carry, because you're to acquire a concealed carry permit. It's mind-boggling how they come up with this, how this is supposed to make people safer. But your concealed carry permits are not as thorough as Virginia's, and it makes no sense, because I could sit here and go down the list of things. I encourage you to check it out and look, because this affects a lot of people in a lot of states. And how this is going to affect Virginia is, one, you're not going to have a good guy with a gun, so he can't conceal carry, so now he's forced to open carry, and that's if he decides to. But two, the folks of Virginia, we are not going to be able to carry in, say, Tennessee or North Carolina, because they might retaliate. We can't carry in your state, you can't carry in ours. Which honestly, I don't blame those states if they were to make that decision. But I don't know. It's a mess. We'll see what happens. It's just right now. It's just being introduced, so we'll see. It's a mess, and that's the stuff we've had going on in 2015, and I can only see it getting worse in 2016. But we'll see. We got to stand up and fight for our rights, guys. When you see, like on Facebook, there's some websites. I believe one is called change.org, and they encourage you to go to send a letter to, say, your senator or your governor or whomever, and you let them know your opinion and your beliefs on what's going on. When they introduce like an assault weapons ban, you let them know, hey, I'm not cool with this. You need to stop it. I believe in my Second Amendment right. I believe in protecting my family, and I will not be a victim. So those websites are extremely helpful. And over on the Roanoke Botetourt Gun Trader, we encourage people to share these links, and we really come together as a community on our gun group, because we communicate with each other, and when something like this comes up, we share it with one another, and we really voice our opinions, and we let our governor know, and we let our senators know that we're not okay with some of the things that they're doing right now. And I encourage you to do that, whether it's you live in a different state or right here in Virginia. We got to stand up for our rights, and I feel like it's going to really be important with these elections coming up. It can get worse than what it is right now, so we got to stand our ground and voice our opinions and come together as a gun community and firearms owners, and just have our voices be heard. One of the ways you can do that is you can join the NRA. You can join the there's a group called Virginia Citizens for Defense League, I believe it is. I'm not a member of that one, but I'd definitely be interested in getting more information on that one. But definitely join the NRA, because those are the guys who are really in their faces standing up for our gun rights. So that's 2015. Really looking forward to 2016, guys. I appreciate everyone. For those of you stuck here and watched the video this long, you're just as crazy about guns as I am, because you are just here just to talk about guns. So I appreciate all the support. Thanks to each and every one of you. I wish you all a Happy New Year and a Merry Christmas. Jesse with J&J Outdoors. God bless America, and y'all keep shooting.